Let me tell the audience. While the exact details of early polo in the central India region are scarce, it's known that the game was played by various royal families, including those of Bhopal, Alwar, and Kishingar. The Indian Polo Association (IPA) was formed in 1892, and several prominent teams, including those from the states of Madhya Pradesh, were active.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to the fancy Daly College Polo Grounds. If I may call it so, it's almost there. Today, we ensure a fun-filled evening, an equestrian extravaganza that the Daly College students and two teams put together for His Highness Dewas Cup. The exhibition polo match, I think one of the first happening in Indore. And this is the city where polo truly belongs. It's got the prestigious Daly College, which has equestrian activities now part of the schedule. The fiber of the students of a public school of this repute is so immense that they take on to horse riding like fish takes to water. So it's just a matter of time that we will have outstanding polo players, outstanding show jumpers, and dressage riders coming out of Daly College. We do have a precedence in dressage. We have Sudipti Haleja, who was part of the Indian team which won the Asian Games gold medal. She is an alumni of the prestigious Daly College. I'm sure she'll be here soon. And in a little while from now, we will have an evening filled with excitement and horsey affair. Enjoy.
Did you know? His Highness Maharaja of Ratlam, Major General Sir Sajjan Singh, was a spirited polo player. There had famously been a match between the Indian and British cavalry at Hurlingham in 1927, and Major General Singh had played that. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Dewas Cup Polo exhibition match, a regal clash of hooves and honor. You know, Avni, Polo actually originated in Manipur, where it was known as Sagol Kangje. The game was originally played by warriors on horseback.
Oh yes, Mukta. And nowadays, polo is considered an elite gentleman sport that calls for extraordinary strength, skill, precision, and above all, a superlative, transcendent bond between the player and his horse.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Maharaja of Dewas, His Highness Vikram Singh Ji Puar, President of the Daly College Board of Governors, members of the Board of Governors, executive members of the Old Dalians Association, Principal Daly College Dr. Gunmeet Bindra, the elite polo players and distinguished guests. We welcome you all to the Dewas Cup Polo Exhibition Match 2025, a regal clash of hooves and honor. And what a sight this is, right Mannat?
I agree, Mukta. The poetic twilight, the grandeur of the sport, the majestic steeds, the electrifying ambience. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the stuff of dreams. I would like to especially welcome Rajmata Sahiba Gayatri Raje Puar of Dewas Senior.
Let's have a round of applause as we welcome Rajmata Sahiba, Maharaja of Devas, and the other dignitaries.
We welcome you all to the Dewas Cup Polo Exhibition Match 2025, a regal clash of hooves and honor. And now, let us begin. Maharaj of Dewas Senior will now receive the standing salute by our very own budding riders of Daly College, the Dalian Lancers. We have Bubbly with the flag on Pegasus, Agastya on Maharana, Mudit on Glory, Adhiraj on Maldev, and Vishwaraj on Narayani. Ladies and gentlemen, please give all of your attention towards the left. The standing salute.
There it is, the smart and brisk standing salute. Thank you, Lancers.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think you have a greedy principle here. My boys and girls who just gave this salute are new riders, and look at the speed with which they went. I think a huge round of applause for them. They'll feel very nice about it.
DC's equestrian history is now being written anew, all thanks to the passion and vision of Maharaj Vikram Singh Ji Puar, the president of our Board of Governors, and our principal, Dr. Gurmeet Bindra. Under Vikram Sir's patronage, the art of riding and the experience of nurturing the inexplicable bond between horse and rider are now being closely experienced by Dalians. You should see how the Lancers' faces light up when they talk about their horses.
Oh, I have seen it myself, Avni. Riding is teaching the Lancers patience, discipline, understanding, empathy, compassion, self-control and dedication. And currently, 78 Dalians are enrolled as aspiring riders. And now, we will get to witness these skills in action. I invite the Dalian Lancers for the show jumping display.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mudit astride Glory. He's already passed 2 jumps. And then you have a Bubbly Kamar astride Narayani. These are the riders warming up right now. They are going over the jumps, acquainting themselves. And here he comes for the fire jump through the fire. No obstacle whatsoever. That's a gallant rider and a braver horse. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Encourage the young Mudit astride Glory. So very quick look at the jumps, you will realize that there are 2 flags on either side. A red flag and a white flag. White to your left and the red flag to your right. That's how you approach a jump. So the next rider who's going to approach is Bubbly Kamar. Bubbly Kamar is astride a mare called Narayani. There she comes. Bubbly, first jump, no problem. She goes for the second jump in style. Narayani is having a whale of a time. And if you put your hands together and applaud the horse and the rider, I'm telling you, the spirit is much higher. There she comes once again. That's Bubbly. Astride Narayani for the 4th jump. She clears it with elan, the 5th jump, and now she heads for the fire jump. Through the fire goes Narayani and Bubbly. And that is woman power of Daly College Indore. Outstanding display. Very well done, Bubbly. Very well done, Narayani. The next rider is Vishwaraj Singh Rathore. Astride a lovely horse called Maharana. There he comes. Through. And goes for the fire jump now. Maharana also no obstacle too big, no obstacle too fiery for Maharana and Vishwaraj. Great work there by the riders of Daly College. As Principal Ma'am told us, ladies and gentlemen, equestrian is a sport which is relatively new to this prestigious school. It's just a matter of time that we will have top-class equestrian and riders and polo players being churned out of the same very ground that we are today fortunate to witness the equestrian exploits. We already have a stalwart amongst the alumni called gold medal in China in the dressage event. Great name brought to Daly College, great name brought to India by Sudipti. Well done, Sudipti. So
Wow, what a thrill that was. Thank you, Shakti sir, for your expert insights. I now invite the Daly Lancers for the tent pegging display. The Indian file will see Bubbly on Pegasus, Agastya on Maharana, Mudit on Glory, and Vishwaraj on Maldev. And for the cross tent pegging, it will be Bubbly and Vishwaraj on Pegasus and Maldev respectively.
well, ladies and gentlemen, the next event that is lined up for you tonight is the tent pegging. Tent pegging goes back in history. It goes to the cavalry times when it was the year of the Lord 328 BC before Christ. I'm talking about the valiant Greek king Alexander the Great, stalled on the banks of Jhelum River by the valiant Indian king Porus. So I will tell you the history about it, but before that, brace up and watch our young stalwarts from Daly College on an event called the Indian File. The Indian File is one after the other, 4 riders will gallop. Right in the center of the ground, there are pegs laid on the surface on a little mound of sand. They have spears in their hands, and the riders will attempt to pick up a peg each. A peg is a white in color so that you can't miss it. And the riders will come one after the other, attempting to pick up the pegs in the same sequence. So take your attention to your full left. It is once again led by woman power, Bubbly Kamar, astride Rajveer. There she comes. No, that's his Agastya. He's going for the one. That's Bubbly for Bubbly miscues a little. And we have Vishwaraj Singh on Maldev finally getting the peg. So we have got a little gen of how tent pegging is done. It looks so easy. In the night, in the lights, the horses are a little apprehensive. And once photographers, flashes, etc., the horses are a little bit nervous. They will get used to it as we progress in the evening and many years to follow. I can already foresee such talent being nurtured under the capable eye of Zalim Singh Ji. Dafadar Zalim Singh Ji is here. He's the equestrian instructor for these riders, and knowing his potential, he will put in his best. So crossfile is the next, ladies and gentlemen. So 2 riders are going to intersect right in front of the grandstand. There are 2 pegs laid, and on our right is Bubbly, on the left is Vishwaraj. Both of them come in near simultaneous time frame. They pick up the pegs, and both of them have got it. Put your hands together. Lovely work there by Bubbly and Vishwaraj, and their mounts, Pegasus and Maldev. Why historic names. What fantastic names. I will dwell over the history of this fabulous sport called tent pegging. The one that I was talking to you about, Alexander's brave cavaliers. But before that, we are waiting for the band to form up, which means we are about to start the polo match.
Thank you, Daly and Lancers, for this spellbinding display. Your discipline, diligence, and your close bond with your horses were so evident to us all. Ladies and gentlemen, let us now behold the Daly College band that moves together like a well-oiled machine. And right behind the band are the elite polo players in their team colors.
So while the polo players are getting mounted and getting settled onto their mounts, I will quickly run over the historical perspective of the sport called tent pegging, which we just witnessed. I was taking you back in time to the year of the Lord 328 BC. Banks of River Sutlej. Alexander was wanted to break the defenses of the valiant Indian King Porus, and King Porus had this impregnable line of defenses in terms of his elephants. Elephant warriors would stand one next to other and making a wall which was impregnable for the cavaliers to penetrate and get past. Take your minds back to the battles of the yore, ladies and gentlemen. It was fought on horseback, on elephants, on foot soldiers with swords and spears in their hands. So Alexander was frustrated. At months at end, his warriors could not breach through the impregnable defenses of the elephants of King Porus's army. Alexander had a wild idea. He realized that the most vulnerable portion of the elephant's anatomy happens to be the toenails. Elephant in itself is a strongly built animal, and no spears anywhere else could hurt him as much as the toenails. So he trained his cavaliers that they would gallop at breakneck speed, pierce the toenails of the elephants with their spears, thereby making the elephants crumble in pain and fall apart. The following cavaliers would just make the shoulder breach and ride into King Porus's army, and that is how that impregnable line of defenses was broken by the Alexander's cavaliers. So that is a little bit of history. Another school of thought is when the armies were resting post sunset, riders used to gallop into the camps, take out the pegs of the tents which the soldiers were resting in on a gallop and walk past. The balance of the cavalry would just trample everybody under the tents and create havoc in the enemy camp. So these are the two stories which go behind the sport. The sport is not yet an Olympic sport. It is more so an equestrian display sport which is played, but we've had a lovely display here by the students of Daly College. I can see a lovely band right in the center of the ground. Such lovely students with the band, and players are warming up. They need to. It's unfamiliar territory for the horses, for the players. Horses are not used to playing by lights. We just had, in fact, a week back, a match in Delhi which was floodlit, played at the Jindal Polo Estate, and now we are having a match floodlit at Daly College, Indore. So all of you lovely ladies and gentlemen in the audience who are here, you are witnessing history. For the first time in Central India after so many decades, are we having polo and polo by night. So that is a first of a kind, and I'm sure in the years to come, this is going to become a regular feature, and people from this part of the country will also get to participate in this noble and outstanding sport called polo.
That was so interesting to know. Thank you for the information, sir.
So I'll run you down the sequence, ladies and gentlemen. The band will lead both the teams. We are playing 3-a-side today because this is not a conventional polo ground. A conventional polo ground is 300 yards in length, 200 yards broad if it's not boarded, and if it's boarded, it's 160 yards broad. So we have tweaked a little owing to the challenges which the ground and the conditions present. So we're playing 3-a-side today with a regular ball. So the band girls are going to lead the teams to the grandstand. Thereafter, we will have the introduction of the players. Once the players are introduced to this August gathering here, we will request our honorable chief guest, Rajmata Sahiba, to throw in the ball and commence the Dewas Cup exhibition match held on the 19th of April, historic day at the Daly College Polo Grounds. So we have two teams, one in the darker shirts, one in white shirts, and I will introduce the teams. Once they come closer, take a good look at the players, a good look at the umpire, and thereafter we are in for 4 chukkers of exciting polo.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us now behold the Daly College band that moves together like a well-oiled machine. And right behind the band are the elite polo players in their team colors.
In true military tradition, the bandsmen, the bandswomen in this case, lead the polo teams for the battle royale. The Dewas Cup Polo exhibition match is about to commence. The trumpets are being blown, the drums are being beaten. It instills a sense of chivalry, bravery, gallantry, and sportsmanship in the horses and in the players. Be watchful, ladies and gentlemen. Horses are not used to playing by the light and so many flashes. I'll request all our photographers, once the match starts, step back a little. That's the wonderful band which led the polo players to the center of the ground. That was the band, and as the band walks away, ladies and gentlemen, brace up for the introduction of the players. As we face them from left to right, I'll request you all to put your hands together. The captain for the Whites, the Dewas Knights, is none other than Major Raghavraj Singh. Major Raghavraj Singh is an officer of the Territorial Army. He's played polo up to 4 handicap. He's played extensively in England, extensively in India. Pretty much winner of every tournament in the country. A sharp mind and plays with military precision. Lining up at 2 is Veeram Dev Singh. Veeram Dev Singh is an experienced polo player. He is a hotelier by profession, a polo player by choice. Veeram loves to be on a horseback wherever an opportunity presents itself. Plays at his own polo ground in Udaipur and Jaipur most of the time. And playing number 1 for the Dewas Knights in white is Yaduraj Singh, an alumni of Daly College. Put your hands together for number 1. Whites, Daly Knights, Yaduraj Singh, an outstanding horseman, a great shooter, an outstanding cricketer, man to watch. The umpire for the day, who's mounted, ladies and gentlemen, on horseback, is Sawai Singh Ji from Jaipur. Guruji, as we fondly called him, a great trainer of horses, a watchful eye. He's also mounted so that he can take a closer look at the play and blow whistles whenever required. For the Devas Cavaliers, black is Devang Maheshwari. Devang Maheshwari is mounted on a lovely looking grey. He is an alumni of Daly College Indore, ladies and gentlemen, 2018 batch. Devang is jersey number 1. He'll be playing 2 chukkers. Sharing the chukkers will Rajveer Singh Jhala. Rajveer Singh Jhala in a light grey helmet. Rajveer also plays polo extensively, has been the polo captain at Mayo College and thereafter played every season in Delhi, in Jaipur. And able horseman. Lining up at number 3 is elder brother Tejveer Singh Jhala. Tejveer Singh Jhala is a celebrity of sorts, ladies and gentlemen. Outstanding polo players on the trot in his polo season. He won 8 tournaments playing with the fancied teams, and thereafter he's taken his passion to Bollywood. Whatever horses you see in Bollywood, whatever movies are made, he is the man responsible. Last but not the least, the captain of the Knights, the Cavaliers, is Captain A.P. Singh from the Indian Navy, ladies and gentlemen. He is the captain of the Indian Naval Polo Team, played extensively across the globe. One time a +3 handicap player, currently back from the Delhi season. A.P. Singh is an unfamiliar horse, but the naval torpedo very quickly will adapt himself and will show his prowess on the polo ground. Now may I request our principal, Ma'am Gurmeet Bindra, to kindly escort our chief guest, Rajmata Sahiba Gayatri Raje Puwar of Devas Senior. Ma'am, we will request you to come and throw in the ball and herald the opening of the Devas Cup polo match. I'll request all the photographers to step away from the boards the moment the ball is thrown in. This sport knows no boundaries. Rajmata Sahiba is there, Principal Ma'am is there, and we will have the ball thrown in. Photographers, I'll request you to just quickly step away. Photographers back, please. Ball thrown in by Rajmata Sahiba, and it is Tejveer Singh on the ball. Tejveer, jersey number 2 for the Cavaliers. He wants to pass it. No, that's Veeram Dev coming to tap him. He's got to give him a play. That's Tejveer once again. Jersey number 2. AP is backing him up. AP asks him to move up. AP takes a crack at the goal. The ball travels all the way. Is it lacking in direction? A little bit, it seems. Raghavraj is there. Raghav wants to stall it, but the ball has rolled over the back line and out of play. And it is the Devas Cavaliers in black who have already displayed their intention that they will leave no stone unturned to score right in the beginning of the seconds. Raghav Raj Singh with the ball. Raghav is instrumental in promoting equestrian sport at Daly College. What a fine choice, because Raghav is an outstanding sportsman, a capable officer, and more than everything else, he's got the vision. Viram Dev on the ball. Viram right next to the grandstand, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. Viram takes a lovely lofted shot towards the goal. What an outstanding shot. The ball has travelled all the way. It has the distance. It has the punch and the power to travel. The direction a little lacking. I think Viram got a little nervous by this lovely looking audience. That is why his direction a little lacking. He will get used to the circumstances very quickly, and thereafter you will have the marksman firing bullseye after this. Captain AP Singh taking the hit in. Captain AP Singh for the Blacks, the Cavaliers. He's asking his forwards to get into position. Devang wants to follow him, and it is AP now. AP releases first time. Hits the pony, stays there. AP picks it up on the near side. He's got his forward there. Tejvi is there, but so is Raghav Raj. Raghav Raj, a capable and experienced player, anticipates, positions himself, wants to take a backhander, but decides to turn. Raghav Raj, white helmet. That's how we recognize him. White jersey, white helmet is Major Raghav Raj Singh. Releases the ball. Ball travels all the way, almost to the center of the ground. Quick to pick up the ball is Yaduraj, the Daly College alumni. Yaduraj is in attack now. Yaduraj, familiar territory. He's played hockey and soccer on this very ground. Today he's playing polo. Once again, missing the mark a little. The ball rolls over the back line and out of play. What happens, ladies and gentlemen, is this ground is a little shorter than a conventional ground. So where an approach shot would mandate itself, here the ground finishes. Doesn't matter. People get used to it very quickly. The players will get used to it. Lovely pass there to Tejveer, but who's there? Raghav Raj. Look at the anticipation this player has. He thinks 3 moves ahead. He's intelligent and a cracking backhander. Looks so easy. Raghav makes it look so easy. It's a difficult shot to execute and executes with precision. AP Singh is there. AP taps. AP in possession of the ball. AP is a very perseverant player. Hard rider. He is 53 years old, ladies and gentlemen, but still fires all cylinders. AP's son is an outstanding player. Budding 12-year-old Aryaman Singh, man to watch. AP releases the ball first time. A nice little long pass to his forward. That's Tejveer there. Tejveer asking Devang to stay back because 2 of the Blacks have bundled up together. AP passing instructions, not so politely to his teammates. We can hear him, and it is Raghav Raj now. Raghav there takes a whack at the ball. Nice pass to Viram. Viram can be devastating. Viram is an outstanding player. Viram leans on and takes a beautiful approach shot. Now this ball is heading towards the goal. The Knights are in attack. The ball going a little wayward. The forward not there. Yaduraj, had he been positioned a little ahead of him, that would have been a sure shot goal. So there are attempts being made to the goal, and now it's in attack. Clearing out of the harm's way is AP Singh. AP Singh brings the ball towards his own goal. Now clears it out of harm's way. AP Singh clearing the ball towards the sideboard. Who comes for a backhander? That's Viram. Wants to take a near side backhander. That's a lovely pass now to Yaduraj. Yaduraj in prime position. And Yaduraj thumps it through. Draws the first blood, ladies and gentlemen. Scoring are the Whites. Good work there by Dewas Knights. They have opened up the scoreboard. The scoreboard reads 1-0 in the first chukker. If you take your attention right across the ground in the center, there's a blue and yellow board. Blue is the background of the board. Yellow is the scoreboard. Now which the 0-1 below is the chukker. So we are playing the first chukker. On the right is 1. So the white team is leading by 1 and the black team has 0 so far on the scoreboard. After every goal scored, ladies and gentlemen, players come to the center of the ground. The clock doesn't stop and the sides change. So if the Whites were scoring to our right, now they will be scoring to our left. So now Raghav Raj has to defend that ball. He'll hit a backhander or he'll decide to turn. We will wait and watch. He has seen that none of the Blacks are there to bother him. Pinches it away and Raghav Raj in attack. Raghav wants to take a whack at it. It is an opportunity for Tejveer to gallop hard. He's claiming his line. Tejveer gets onto the ball. Tejveer once again turning. His forward's not there to help him out. Tejveer releases the ball first time. Follows his own line. Raghav Raj anticipates, stays the course. The ball is going towards the goal. He has enough time. He wants to take a backhander. There goes Raghav Raj. Takes a effective backhander. That backhander is called a tail backhander. And we have the bells. 30 seconds of play left. That's Viram Dev Singh in attack now. Viram Dev for the Knights. AP Singh comes for a near side backhander. What a cracker of a backhander hit by AP Singh. Indian naval captain AP Singh still serving. Raghav Raj releases the ball once again to AP. Between themselves, they're playing ping pong of sorts. And Viram Dev rides his line, calls for the umpire's whistle on the play. And umpires also will decide to call it a chukker since we had the first bell going. 7 minutes playtime is each chukker, ladies and gentlemen, and a standard polo match is played over 7 chukkers with a gap in between of 2 minutes between the first and the second chukker and the third and the fourth chukker. Between the second and the third chukker, we have a gap of 5 minutes. So players need at least 4 horses to play a match. So a team needs 16 horses. There are 4 players conventionally. There are no goalkeepers in the game of polo, that you've realized. So while we have a little break between the chukkers, I will fill you in about the historical origins of this wonderful sport. So India is the cradle of polo, ladies and gentlemen, and we are the ones which gave the world this fabulous sport. Besides, what else? We gave them kabaddi, we gave them kho-kho, and we gave them polo. Yes. So it all started as my fellow co-hosts, Avni, Mannat and Mukta, put you wise in the beginning that it was called Sagol Kanja. It is called Sagol Kanja in Manipur, and it is played extensively in Manipur even today. So there are men playing, there are women playing, there are elderly people playing, and there are children playing. Each village has got a couple of teams, not just one team, and all of them have a go at polo. They call it Pulu or Sagol Kanjai, and the whole village joins in the afternoon and have a fabulous standard of polo. So what happened is, this tradition was continuing way back, and 2 British officers who were posted then with the East India Company happened to visit Silchar and were posted at Silchar, and they happened to visit Manipur. From there they observed that this is a fantastic sport and cavalry should lap it up because it enhances riding abilities of the riders, and cavaliers can learn a thing or two about horsemanship from this fabulous sport. So they brought it to firstly Silchar and then to the Pat Williamson Polo Ground, which for modern polo became the birthplace of polo. The Britishers refined it by bringing in bigger horses, setting a bit of rules into it, and the Britishers carried this sport across the globe. Today, it is the Latin Americans who have lapped at the sport like nobody else. Argentina has probably the best set of players and the teams going. India, when the royal houses were playing, was a force to reckon with in polo. Teams from Hyderabad, from Bhopal, from Alwar, from Ratlam, Jodhpur, Patiala, Jaipur, Kashmir were outstanding teams. And the Jaipur team pretty much had all sorts of, in these days we call them memes, in the yesteryears we call them cartoons in the newspapers, that the way they ravaged every team across the globe, people were petrified of the presence of the Indian polo players. The last achievement of worthwhile mention has been that India won the World Cup in polo in the year 1957 in Dewas in France, and that is probably the last of the World Cups that we have also managed to reach the finals. Thereafter, it has been a steady decline. That's why I'm so happy and proud that Daly College has taken the initiative to bring in polo as a sport, equestrian activity as a sport, to this fantastic school. These are the breeding grounds. Eton is for England. That is where polo players are bred. US has some fantastic schools. Europe has some fantastic schools, and that is where they get horsemanship instilled. It was so far only Mayo College which was calling the roost in polo, and now Daly College gives it tough competition with the likes of Major Raghavraj assisting the school in promoting the sport. I can only see a very bright future. All the players are in. We are about to start the second chukker, ladies and gentlemen. So if you remember, it is the whites. The Dewas Knights were leading by a solitary goal so far. 1-0. Look at the scoreboard. Below it says 2. So second chukker starting, and that is from the throw-in. AP Singh takes a tonker. The ball travels all the way but rolls over the back line and out of play. It has happened pretty much very frequently. The ball has been rolling over the back line and out of play, and thereafter hit-in is to be taken by the defending team. So it is Major Raghavraj takes the hit-in. Look at him, Major Raghavraj now waiting for his forwards. Look at his forwards. It's Yaduraj waiting for a pass. The ball comes to him. He's being marked by Devang. Quick to get onto the ball is AP Singh. AP wants to hit a backhander. AP is mounted on a really tall horse. I'm sure he's not used to playing such big horses. Fantastic horses have been flown in to be played. Beautiful, elegant animals. And it is now Tejveer. Tejveer leans out. He's been intercepted by Veeram. Hook is allowed and the umpire lets it pass. Tejveer Singh taking the ball towards the far end of the ground. He has to hit an under the neck shot in case he wants to score from there. He's still tapping the ball. Veerams is there. What a fantastic under the neck shot there by Tejveer Singh. The ball travelled mid-air. It had all the power to travel the distance of about 100 yards. Outstanding shot by Tejveer. Unfortunately, once again missing the mark. The goal posts are spread 8 yards wide, ladies and gentlemen. Made of wicker so that on a gallop, if the horse bumps into it, nothing happens. Nothing happens to the horse. Nothing happens to the rider. And it is now Raghav Raj Singh promoting the ball once again to his forwards. But AP anticipates, stays there, takes a backhander, open backhander this time, and the ball is sitting pretty next to the scoreboard. It's now Tejveer for the Blacks, the Cavaliers. AP asking for a pass. Tejveer still in possession of the ball. He wants AP to get into position so that he can pass. It is Devang now with Tejveer. Nice little pass there by Tejveer. He's a strong hitter of the ball. Veeram Dev is there. Veeram Dev Singh looks back. Wants to take a backhander. Lovely lofted backhander by Veeram Dev Singh. Intercepted nicely by AP and calls for the umpire's whistle on the play. Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is called infringement. So the umpire is mounted on a horseback so that he can watch the game very closely and ensure that there is no infringement of any sort. Infringement is crossing the line. So the basic intention, if you understand, is the true athletes in the sport are horses. Their safety is of paramount importance. Thereafter the riders. So we do nothing that kind of puts the horses' lives to any kind of injury or risk. That is how the umpire is mounted on the horseback. And if he sees, witnesses any kind of play which could be harmful, he blows. So in the previous play, if you remember, AP Singh intercepted. The line was actually with the Knights, the white team, and umpire Savai Singh Ji blue. So that was an infringement. Now a penalty has been awarded to the Whites. They're already leading by 1-0, and it is Major Raghav Raj. He's capable of scoring from here, but let's see what he has in store for us. Raghav Raj. Classic copybook swing. Look at that ball. Lovely lofted shot. The golfers would be a little envious of that pitch shot, but it is now Veeram Dev. Good work there by Veeram. He knows he's got the line. He'll be given one play to make, and Veeram stands on his stirrups, taps it across, scores the second goal. He scores a brace for his team, ladies and gentlemen, and it is the White Knights, predominantly from Udaipur, if I just begin to realize. Yes, it is Veeram Dev Singh, it is Yaduraj Singh, both brothers, and Raghav Raj, all of them from Udaipur and close. So it is the Knights who are leading by 2-0, but it's just a matter of time that Tejveer, AP and Devang get their act together and start scoring goals. Tejveer intercepts from the throw-in. Tejveer's mallet is high. He's calling for the umpire's attention. Veeram, wristy player Veeram, outstanding horseman. He's so light on the saddle and he's fearless. Veeram has already scored 2 goals, and now it is Tejveer who takes the ball far aside. Tejveer Singh, Jhala, now in attack. He's a famous personality in Bollywood. If you're a horse lover, you would have seen a movie called Azad, which has just been launched. He's the one responsible for getting all the horses, trained players, and that is Tejveer in attack. Once again, the ball is heading. It is leaving the goalpost by a whisker this time. The Cavaliers have been unfortunate. They have not been able to find the mark so far. We are in the middle of the second chukker. It's about 2.5 chukkers to go, ladies and gentlemen. And now it is Raghav Raj taking the hit in. He puts the ball to Veeram Dev once again. This is a deadly combination. Veeram Dev Singh, he's coming to the grandstand, ladies and gentlemen. Take a good look at the players in flesh and blood and the horses. Put your hands together. If you cheer for them, they go faster. And it is AP Singh. But look at Veeram gallop. Veeram going hell for leather for that goal. AP Singh there wants to intercept. AP overrides. Veeram picks it up on the near side. Difficult shot. That's Veeram. Unfortunately, is that a goal? I can't really see the goal judge. Is he waving it on top? Yes, it is. The third goal, a hat-trick scored by Veeram Dev Singh. An outstanding display of teamwork there by the Whites. It's Raghav Raj passing those fantastic passes. And thereafter, Veeram Dev Singh making no mistakes whatsoever. He is a hotelier by profession, ladies and gentlemen. An entrepreneur himself. Runs a beautiful property called the Chunda Audi. You all must go and visit. What a dream place it is. Closer to Udaipur. Hospitality unparalleled today. The game has been outstanding for the Knights. Players come in. As I told you, the clock doesn't stop. Savai Singh Ji, the umpire for the day, is asking for a fair lineup. Each player has to line up on his side. Yaduraj is being asked to line up on his side. I think a newer horse, giving him a little bit of trouble. Yaduraj is a cricketer, a shooter, and a polo player. Multifaceted. AP Singh there. AP takes a beautiful, effective, open backhander to Tejveer. The ball doesn't quite reach. Raghav Raj is there. So is Devang. Raghav gets the better of everybody. Raghav looking back. He wants to take a backhander. He will. Takes a crack. What a beautiful pass to Veeram once again. Veeram Dev has found the mark once again. He's asking younger brother to move up. But Veeram Dev decides to gallop down. Look at that approach shot. It's going a little way. Word, he's overcooked it a little. Veeram Dev this time not finding the mark. It has the punch and the power to travel all the way, but goes over the back line out of play. That is what excitement does. The adrenaline pumps so high when you're horseback, when you're on a horseback, and you want to score. The ball rolls over the back line. The umpire blew the whistle for the timekeeper to stop the clock. And I think we call it Chukker number 2 comes to an end. So ladies and gentlemen, may I request you to do some divot stomping. We'll do some treading in. So please rise and shine, the lovely ladies and the wonderful, handsome gentlemen. I'll request you to all rise, come to the polo ground and fix the divots. What you do is, you walk into the ground, wherever pieces of turf you feel that have been taken away by the horses, just put them back. And it's good fun. Get yourselves pictures clicked. Indore is being exposed to polo, courtesy His Highness Vikram Singh Ji Puar of Dewas. Thank you, Your Highness, for bringing this sport to Indore, and I'm sure we will have lots of matches going at the prestigious Daly College polo grounds. All of you, I'll request you. We have 4 minutes 30 seconds now, so don't waste any time. Do not hesitate. I see some gorgeous ladies in lovely saris. What attire, what beautiful ladies. Please come up, get your pictures clicked, fix some divots, because the third chukker has to be faster than the first and the second chukker. So if you fix the ground, the horses will go faster. Yes, great spirit. That's it. That is what a spirited town looks like.
I would also like to mention some participation and achievements of the Dalian Lancers. 2023-24 and 2024-25, the Dalian Lancers participated in Sapta Shakti Horse Show held at Jaipur. 2024-25 participated in IPSC at Mayo College Ajmer. The Dalian Lancers team won 10 gold, 8 silver and 5 bronze. Best Rider Awards was bagged by 3 students.
If I may remind the lovely audience, treading in, divot stomping too, ladies and gentlemen, to fix those divots which you see and get your pictures clicked as well. We are indeed fortunate to have Mr. Maninder Singh Sethi, the La Polo man who brings polo across the globe, Indian polo across the globe. So if you're not on Instagram yet, just remember the handle La Polo, LAPOLO. He's here. The Wedding Asia honcho. He's come to Indore and it's so nice to see him at the Daly College grounds. And he's got his team in place, so I'm sure the entire nation is going to watch this match real time, near real time, ladies and gentlemen. So get onto Instagram, get onto La Polo and see polo flourish. That has been lovely. So now I'll request our lovely audience to come back and occupy your seats so that we can commence the third chukker. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You were quite a sport. We are really impressed. Thank you so much. I'll request you to occupy your seats. Players are back in, they're mounted. And right now it is the Blacks, the Dewas Cavaliers, who are trailing by 3 goals. They have made numerous attempts at the goal. They've not yet found the mark. I think it is purely because of lack of hooting and cheering from the lovely audience. I think you have to pick sides. Either you pick Raghavraj Singh led the Whites, the Knights, or AP Singh led the Blacks, the Cavaliers, the Devas Cavaliers. So right now they are trailing by 3 goals. So it is human nature to pick the underdog. So the next 2 chukkers, I'll request you to pick your teams and cheer for your teams. The horses love it and the players admire their adulation. Ladies and gentlemen, I will request you to occupy your seats, please. Major Raghavraj obliges with pictures. He's such a gentleman, cannot say no, so I'll have to indicate. So I'll have to whisper a little bit of hello into his ears so that if the star leaves the polo ground, I think people would come back. Major Raghavraj Singh has played extensively in the United Kingdom. He was almost settled there. Thank God for his blessings that he decided to come back to India. And we have a talent which is available. Right now he's on national service with the Territorial Army. Each year he contributes 3 to 6 months to the nation. What a patriot, what an outstanding sportsman and a gentleman. You have to meet him after the match. White helmet, jersey number 4 for the Knights, team captain Major Raghavraj Singh. Players are in, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I request you to please fall back and occupy your seats. You've been outstanding. What a spirited audience. What a lovely audience. Polo truly belongs to Indore, it seems. The cleanest city could become the polo capital. It's just a matter of time. Your support and enthusiasm is required. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 2 more chukkers to go. It is the Whites, that is the Dewas Knights, leading by 3 goals to 0. So the underdogs need to be cheered, and you will watch AP Singh, Tejveer Singh. And now Rajveer Singh Jhala has joined, so I'm sure the tables will turn. Ball about to be thrown in, and we commence the 3rd chukker. Ball thrown in by Savai Singh Ji, the umpire for the day. Raghav picks it up quickly, but it is now a backhander attempted by Rajveer. Rajveer, still in possession of the ball is Rajveer, ex-Mayo captain, Two passes on to brother Tejveer Singh. Tejveer wants to pick up the ball. He goes right next to the boards. I'll request the students to step back a little. Yes, thank you. And that is Tejveer in attack. Look at him tapping in front of the grandstand. Tejveer leans out and takes a tonker towards the goal. That's a beautiful approach shot. The Blacks are in attack to younger brother. Rajveer now leans out and takes a tap, and this is a goal, a fantastic goal. I told you, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you pick sides, the moment you cheer for the underdogs, they will start opening the score and making it exciting for all of us. So it is the Cavaliers now opening their account at the beginning of the third Chukker, and they have scored via a valiant effort by brothers Tejveer and Rajveer Singh Jhala. Players come back for the lineup. You see they hasten to come back because the clock doesn't stop. The timekeeper keeps the time ticking. He's asking for the players to line up. Yaduraj lines up at 1, Veeram Dev at 2, and Raghav Raj at 3. Quick to get on the ball is AP Singh. AP is once again the naval torpedo has broken loose. It is AP Singh. Rides hard into Veeram. Veeram making life miserable for AP. Goes towards the far end where the students are seated, and it is now Veeram Dev. Veeram on a lovely looking grey. Veeram takes a backhander, doesn't quite get the shot. AP picks it up. AP intercepts. Raghav is there. Ball in a melee. Quick to get onto the ball is AP Singh. AP on the near side. AP wanting to pass it to his forward. Tejveer is waiting for that pass. But it is Veeram and Yaduraj making life miserable for AP. Not letting him get a go. Now he gets a go. AP Singh releases the ball nicely to Rajveer. Rajveer wanted to hit an unconventional shot. Doesn't quite get. Oh, we've had a little mishap. That was a crazy shot attempted there, but he is back on the saddle. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Before you said Jack Robinson, Rajveer Singh is back. Did you realize he had a little toss? No, we didn't. Not at all. And that is what tough men are made for. It's a slightly dangerous sport. Sometimes horses on the turf tend to slip a little. So this is what happened here. Rajveer attempted a crazy backhander, a very difficult shot to execute. And somewhere the horse lost his balance, slipped a little, dismounting the rider, but quick to get on. Both the horse and the rider are quickly up. So we have a penalty awarded to the defending team, that is the Knights. They're leading by 3-1, and it will be Major Raghav Raj Singh taking the penalty for the Knights. Veeram hands over the whip to Rajveer. Rajveer now light grey helmet, jersey number 1 for the Blacks. Nice long pass there by Raghav Raj. Yaduraj overrides. Veeram wants to pick it up on the near side. Near side looks to be easy, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very difficult shot to execute. You have to be a top class rider first to play polo, and thereafter everything else falls in place. Your quality of horses, your teams, your experience. But before anything else, you have to be a top notch rider. In the melee right now, it's AP Singh and Veeram. They're battling for that ball. AP gets the better this time. AP releases, but the intelligent player that Raghav is, look at him holding back. He's playing the back for the team, wanting to shut the back door, and he stays deep. AP. Right now, the ball has rolled over the sideboards, so it'll be a spot hit awarded in favor of the defending team. So it is the Knights which will take that shot, and you can see the Blacks moving deep in. AP Singh, Tejveer Singh. AP decides to stay with Raghav. Raghav on a walk. Copybook swing. Raghav probably has the best swing in the country. And he passes beautifully to Veeram. The ball is dangerously close to the goal. All Veeram needs to do is thump it in. Has he pushed it across? Yes, he has. What a fantastic goal. I think he didn't even have to touch the ball. Raghav hit the ball so strong and so solid and so accurate. Pumps in the 4th goal. The lead continues to be, the difference continues to be 3 goals. 4-1. It is the Knights leading. For now, a chukker and a half left, ladies and gentlemen. And it seems I'm becoming a little untrustworthy that you're not taking my word for it. If you don't cheer for the Blacks, they're not going to score any more goals. If you cheer for them, they're going to thump in a hat-trick before you realize, yeah, go on, hoot for your teams. Go Cavaliers! There he goes. Tejveer has broken loose. Tejveer's got Veeram Dev on his tail. Veeram wants to hook him. Tejveer takes a beautiful cracker. What a lovely approach shot. I told you if you cheer for them, it'll go past. If you cheer for them, it'll go past, and it has gone past. What a fantastic goal there by the Cavaliers. The Blacks have broken the stagnation at 1. They are now at 2 goals. So 4-2. It is becoming closer. Just by 2 goals, the Knights are still leading. Look at the players. The Cavaliers are back in action. Both the brothers are here. AP is here. They know time is ticking. They have to thump in a few more goals to make it a credit-worthy match. Yaduraj comes. Umpire asks him to line up on his side. Ball thrown in a melee right now. Pick to get onto the ball is Raghav Raj. Raghav, he's still in possession of the ball. Viram, it is AP now. AP pinches it away, comes to the grandstand. Look at the play that AP is going to execute. Raghav taking a whack at the ball, and it is now Tejveer. Players, photographers, move back please. AP asking Tejveer to leave. AP picks it up on the near side. Nice work there by Tejveer. AP gets onto the line. AP intercepts. Raghav raising his mallet, calling for the umpire's attention on the play. Intelligent player that I was telling you Raghav is. He reads the game so quickly. He knew that near side shot that Tejveer had executed, AP would get tempted to get onto the line. So he let him while the line was actually his. And that is how the umpires oblige. The penalty awarded in favor of the Knights. So it's a spot hit. The penalty that has been given to the Whites. It'll be Raghav Raj taking the spot hit from where the infringement had happened. And now Raghav Raj with the ball. Look at the players. The Blacks are holding the fort. Tejveer and Rajveer both there. Rajveer wants to intercept. It's a cracker of a shot that Raghav Raj has hit. Oh, beautiful backhander. Well done, Rajveer. What a fantastic shot to brother Tejveer. Tejveer takes it towards the scoreboard, hits the board, stays there. And it is the Cavaliers once again in attack. What a lovely approach shot there by Tejveer. He's now started to fire all cylinders. Raghav Raj is there. Raghav checks his pony. So does Tejveer. What is Raghav going to do? Beautiful tail backhander to Viram Dev. There goes the hooter. 30 seconds of play left, ladies and gentlemen. Viram Dev in attack. A cracking shot towards the goal. Viram going hell for leather. He's got Rajveer there to bother him. Rajveer and Viram. Viram leans out. Takes out. Lovely under the neck shot. Unfortunately missing the right goalpost by a whisker. And we come to the end of the third chukker. And scoreboard reads 4-2. It's a 2-minute break while you catch your breath. I take this opportunity on behalf of the entire Polo fraternity to place on record our sincere and heartfelt gratitude to His Highness Vikram Singh Ji Powar, the Governing Council of the Daly College, Principal Ma'am, and this lovely institution for putting together a fabulous horsey evening, the first in Indore after decades, I'm sure. And I hope this tradition continues. You are doing everything right. You've got a fantastic trainer, you've got some lovely horses, and you've got the mentor who's destined to take it forward. And of course, not to forget the lovely students that you have, spirited, sporty, and outstanding. I can only see a bright future. So ladies and gentlemen, the second school of thought about the origins of sport, one we spoke of Manipur. The second is that it originated in the upper reaches of a place called Baltistan. So if you take your mind back to the globe, if you take to the areas of erstwhile Persia, that is Iran today, stretches to the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, Chitral, Gilgit, Kargil, Dras, the upper reaches of Ladakh, that is the area called Baltistan, and that is where it used to be played effectively a couple of centuries ago. And from there the Mughals saw it, took fancy to it, and brought it to India, called it Chaugan, and thereafter played extensively over 2 centuries. And thereafter the royal houses had their polo teams, and as I told you, the rest is history. So these are the 2 schools of thought about the origins of the sport of polo. One from Baltistan called Chaugan, and then taking the name to Polo, and the other one from Manipur, where it is called Sagol Kanjay, brought by the Britishers to Calcutta and thereafter exported across the globe. Today, the best teams in the world are Latin American teams. I think the highest handicap players, just to put this already very well informed audience into a little bit of handicapping bit, a polo player is handicapped starting with -2, goes up to +10. So it is the reverse of golf. The lower the handicap, the lower caliber of a player that you are, and it is not directly related to the number of goals that you score. So you start playing polo, you are handicapped at -2, then you go at -1, then you go at 0, then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and you can go up to 10. So the year before independence that I was telling you, ladies and gentlemen, we had 10 goal players, like top notch. You cannot have a better polo player. And we had almost half a dozen of them. We had 2 in Patiala. We had 2 in Jodhpur. We had 1, His Highness Jaipur Savai Rajaman. He was a 10 goal player. We had Rao Raja Hanoot Singh, who was a 9 goal player. We had General Chanda Singh, General Jaswant Singh from Patiala players at handicapped at 10. So that was the level of polo. And it just has to be brought back to this fabulous country. It is now Tejveer taking the hit. No, that's AP Singh. AP asking for his players to get into position. Tejveer is on to his left, and Rajveer waiting for that pass near the tank. He is asking the naval torpedo to release that missile to the tank so that he can fire a missile from there. Let's see what AP does. AP is being bothered constantly by Yaduraj. The AP releases the ball nicely and the ball travels all the way. Who's the forward? It's Tejveer, but Veeram Dev is there. Veeram checks his pony. Veeram rides hard into Tejveer, takes him away, wants to hit a backhander, checks his pony. Oh, he's trying to change the face of the game. Veeram, effective player, intelligent player. Taps it. Veeram Dev Singh. Veeram Dev now in attack. He's passed it on to Raghav Raj. Raghav quick to turn. Raghav now asking his forwards to get into position. Raghav wants to release. Takes a lovely under the neck shot. What a fantastic shot there by Raghav to Veeram, and this pair has always scored. What a beautiful pickup on the near side by Veeram Dev. It is getting difficult. Tejveer is making his life miserable. Tejveer tries to keep the ball in. Yaduraj comes from behind. Has he thumped it across? Yes, the Delhi College alumni scores the 5th goal, ladies and gentlemen. What an outstanding teamwork and combination. Raghav Raj released the ball via under the neck to Veeram Dev. Veeram Dev picked up on a flat-out gallop on the near side, a difficult shot to execute, and thereafter young Rajveer coming and providing the finishing touches, scoring the 5th goal for the Knights. The Dewas Knights clearly dominating this game so far. We are in the 4th Chukker. The game is about to finish, ladies and gentlemen. Unless you want to enthuse some more enthusiasm in the players, please go on. Don't be shy. Don't hesitate. Shout your lungs out. And it is now Rajveer Singh. Rajveer takes a cracking backhander. Mayo captain Rajveer has played across Jaipur, Delhi, and a backhander returned with compliments. Thank you so much, says Raghav Raj Singh. Equidistant backhander. And there goes Veeram Dev. Picks it up on the near side. Difficult to pick up. Now Rajveer is there to bother him. Veeram Dev still perseverant that he is determined to pick up the ball. All he has to do is now take a whack at the goal. He's going a little wayward. Leans out. Puts the ball in. A lovely approach shot there by Veeram. Unfortunately rolls over the back line. Otherwise there would have been half a dozen goals on the scoreboard. Courtesy the lovely combination of Veeram, Yaduraj and Raghav Raj. AP knows very little time is left. He decides to take it all the way himself. He's coming towards the spectator stand. AP Singh on unfamiliar horses. That is how he is a little bit off color today. Otherwise, AP is a fabulous player. Look at him now. He releases. Fantastic shot towards the far side of the ground. Who's there to stop Veeram Dev? Veeram rides hard. Takes the ball and whacks it right across. The ball goes over the sideboards out of play. So that'll be a penalty awarded to the Cavaliers this time, but Veeram Dev did what he had to do. He put the ball out of harm's way. Otherwise, the Cavaliers would have capitalized on that opportunity being presented. So from where the ball has rolled over the sideboard, it will be a spot hit awarded to the Blacks. That is the Cavaliers team. So it is the Dewas Knights versus Cavaliers. AP taps. AP decides to tap. Now he's following his line. AP releases the ball nicely. Has it gone past? Not yet. And Veeram Dev quick to pinch the ball away. Look at Veeram Dev going hell for leather for the Cavalier goal is Veeram Dev. He's hit a long shot. He's looking back. None of his opposition team members there to bother him. Veeram on a flat out gallop. Look at him go for that goal. It is almost dead center. What a beautiful approach shot there by Veeram. And he taps it through. The 6th goal today and a clear hat-trick for Veeram Dev. I think more than a hat-trick. He's already thumped in 4 goals. Well played, Veeram Dev. What a game you've had today. Outstanding play. 6 goals to 2. It is the Knights who are clearly dominating this evening. Raghav Raj has a satisfied smile on his face. The team captain is a little bit happy about his team's performance. The clock stops. The umpire calls everybody for the throw-in. I think dying seconds of the for Chukker. We are about to come, and this gleaming, beautiful trophy of the Dewas Cup will go to the victorious team. There he goes. Sides change, as I told you, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tejveer now. Tejveer picks it up. Tejveer has an opportunity to score. Veeram Dev takes a near side backhander, hits Tejveer's pony. Girls, please step back a little. Step back, step back, step back. Thank you. And it is now Yaduraj. Picks it up. Yaduraj in front of the grandstand. AP is there. So is Yaduraj. Both the riders override. Veeram Dev overreaches. It is now Rajveer. No, Tejveer. Tejveer on the horse, over attempting. And it is Veeram Dev once again. Veeram takes a beautiful cut shot. What a lovely shot. One more similar cut shot and it'll be a goal. He's going hell for leather for that ball. Overcooked it a little. So it's wayward. He wants to keep the ball in, but unfortunately it's rolled over the back line and out of play. Umpires call play and it's AP Singh who takes the hit in. A nice pass to Tejveer. Tejveer has to gallop with it. Tejveer takes a tonker. He's come closer to the grandstand now. Tejveer on a flat out gallop. The ball is along the sideboards. Let's see what Tejveer... Oh, that's Rajveer Singh now. Rajveer leaning out, leaves it, and it is Yaduraj who rides. So does Veeram Dev. Good work there by Veeram. Nice little bump to Tejveer, and it's Veeram Dev once again. Not happy with the 6 goals that he's thumped in. He wants more. Look at Veeram Dev's pony open up. AP going hell for leather. Veeram going all cylinders firing. Veeram leans out, picks it up, and he goes for the goal. The ball's still there. None of the backing players backing him up. None of his teammates there. Opportunity had the players followed a train. Veeram Dev still perseverant. Takes a backhander. The ball rolls over the back line and out of play. I can't see the clock, but I think we are in the dying seconds of the last Chukker. The scoreboard and the results are fairly known to us. Shall I let you in on a little secret a few seconds away? I think the White Knights have picked up the gleaming Dewas trophy. 4 goals to be scored, but we never know. It is the second fastest sport on earth after ice hockey, and what a cracker of a shot Rajveer has hit. Fantastic shot. It has travelled all the way, and Tejveer is there. Tejveer checks his pony. Raghav Raj is there. Raghav Raj wants to disturb him. Tejveer flicks it and Raghav Raj smartly pinches it away. Look at the anticipation this player has. Raghav now looking up for his forwards. Releases the ball to the center. Who's going to pick it up? Yaduraj is there, but so is Rajveer, and there goes the bell, ladies and gentlemen. We come to the end of the Dewas Cup exhibition match, and it is the Whites, the Dewas Knights, who have walked away as the victorious team. Well played, Cavaliers, but the day clearly belonged to the Knights.
Ladies and gentlemen, the enthralling exhibition match has come to an end, and we will shortly begin the prize distribution ceremony.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the gentlemen's game that polo is now. Whatever happened on the ground, players are complimenting each other. Well played. They're thanking the umpire, tipping their helmets, saying thank you, umpire, and we will have a victory lap for the victorious team. Once the players come in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, once again I'll request you to give them the applause that they truly deserve. They thumped in half a dozen goals and made a clear team effort out of it. All of them combined really well, played really well, and what a trophy, what a beautiful trophy being presented by His Highness Vikram Singh Ji Puar, the Dewas Cup. A true recognition of this noble sport. The fancy players have first gone to the students. I told you they're gentlemen, they're knights in shining armor. They went to the students first, thanked them for their time and the applause, and then they come from the pony lines towards the grandstand. As they approach, I'll call and request each one of you to give them a standing ovation. They have taken the helmets off, ladies and gentlemen, so that you can recognize them. They're coming towards us. It's Yaduraj Singh holding the orange helmet, Delhi College alumni. Veeram Dev, the star player, thumped in 4 goals, and Ragaraj, the team captain, all smiles and knights. And here comes the Cavaliers. It's Tejveer Singh, Kapmeet Singh, and Rajveer Singh for the Cavaliers. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. You've been an outstanding audience. The best I've seen this season. I'll request you all to remain seated, and we have a very important part of the game left, the presentation ceremony, and we will soon have the presentation ceremony. The players are walking back to the pony lines. They will take a good look at the horses, that they are okay, there's no injury, there's nothing to be attended to, and thereafter they come for the presentation. I will only request players to come back quickly so that our audience is not kept waiting. I'll request our lovely players and the Dalians who participated in the riding to come towards the presentation ceremony area quickly, please, so that we have the presentation ceremony starting soon. May I request the polo players to quickly come for the presentation ceremony, please? Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have the presentation dais prepared. What a beautiful setup it is. The Dewas Cup Polo exhibition match comes to an end, and an evening of equestrian extravaganza come to an end. And the most important part is encouraging the players. So all the players are here. May I call upon His Highness Maharaja Vikram Singh Ji Puar, Rajmata Sahiba Gayatri Raje, board members and our principal to please come up to the presentation area and give away prizes to the participants, the runners-up team and the victorious team. So we will start with the felicitations to the Dalian Lancers, and may I call upon very quickly the rider Adhiraj Tiwari. Adhiraj Tiwari, put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, young budding riders of Daly College. Today they enthralled us with their riding abilities, and that is Adhiraj Tiwari receiving his token of appreciation from our chief guest. Well done, Adhiraj. May I call upon Agastya Jaju. Agastya. It takes more than a lion heart to be a rider, and these youngsters have proven it. They've got onto a scary looking beast called the horse. It is not though, and enthralled us. I congratulate them on the choice of their sports that they have selected for themselves. May I now call upon Bubbly Cover. Bubbly Cover, outstanding horse person. She's participated in everything from show jumping to cross tent pegging. Great future. Thank you, Bubbly. Mudit Thayal. Mr. Mudit Thayal. The Dalian Lancer. Mudit receiving his individual prize from Rajmata Sahiba. And may I call upon Vishwaraj Singh Rathore. Young Vishwaraj Singh Rathore has immense potential. These are the young lads put together by Dafadar Zalim Singh Ji, a capable horseman rightly selected to this lovely school. May I now call upon the umpire who did a fantastic job today, Savai Singh Ji. May I request you to come and receive your individual prize, the umpire for the day for the Dewas Cup Polo match, Savai Singh Ji. Savai Singh Ji is an outstanding trainer of horses. He's called Guruji amongst the youngsters in polo because he's trained so many of them. He's coached many of them. There's Savai Singh Ji in the traditional striped t-shirt of the umpire receiving a token of appreciation. May I now call upon the Dewas Cavaliers team, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for the runners-up team. Individual prizes, Devang Maheshwari, alumni of Daly College. Well played, Devang. It was not your team's day to win, but notwithstanding, it's a sport which we need to enjoy, and I'm sure all of you had a whale of a time playing there. Rajveer Singh Chala. Rajveer came and made a difference. He had some fancy shots. Rajveer is a good player, a solid sportsman. Currently so occupied with work that he only plays the Udaipur season. Otherwise, he's played across the country. Playing the pivot for the Cavalier team is Tejveer Singh. May I call upon Mr. Tejveer Singh Jhala. Polo's present to Bollywood. Tejveer Singh, elated. He has the unique distinction of winning 8 tournaments on the trot. And the team captain, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Captain Indian Navy Arvind Pal Singh. He is the captain of the naval team, receiving his token of appreciation from Rajmata Sahiba, His Highness and board members. All smiles, AP is a cheerful one. Meet him after the match. And now for the individual prizes of the victorious team, may I call upon Mr. Yaduraj Singh, ladies and gentlemen, a Daly College alumni once again, ace shooter, ace cricketer, and a polo player of repute. Yaduraj Singh having a great time at his school. The star, ladies and gentlemen, today playing the pivot for the team, none other than Viram Dev Singh, thumping in 4 out of the 6 goals. Viram Dev, don't go by his looks. He is a strong man, a formidable man, and a fierce fighter when he's on a horseback. And we saw a trailer of sorts here. Viram Dev, well played. And the captain of the team, ladies and gentlemen, Major Raghavraj Singh, the brain, the force behind the victory. They walked away with this gleaming trophy. All smiles, Raghavraj Singh. Fantastic job. May I now request the victorious team to come and receive the trophy from our chief guest. May I call upon the victorious team, Yaduraj, Raghavraj, and Viram Dev. Please come and receive the Dewas Cup Polo trophy. What a glittering trophy. Thank you so much, Your Highnesses, for presenting this lovely trophy to the victorious team.
Finally, I request Colonel Shakti Singh, our expert commentator, to please accept. Finally, I request Colonel Shakti Singh, our expert commentator, to please accept a memento presented by Principal Ma'am and the dignitaries.
this, we come to an end of this exhilarating event. I would like to extend our deepest gratitude to Maharaj Vikram Singh Ji Puar for his gracious presence. Sir, your support and legacy continue to inspire us and drive our vision for extraordinary events such as today's. We are equally thankful to the Board of Governors for their unwavering dedication and vision, which make grand gatherings like this possible. We also thank our visionary principal, Dr. Gurmeet Bindra, for always striving for excellence and setting the bar higher and higher each time.
This day has been a true celebration of heritage, excellence, and sportsmanship. We thank everyone who contributed to its success and look forward to many more such cherished moments in the future. This is Mukta, Mannat, and Amni signing off. Again, thank you all and wishing everyone a good night.